Welcome to America! This is a project on immigration to America. The question we're going to be answering during this project is, what was life like for immigrants in the early 1900s? Just keep asking yourself that, what was life like for immigrants? You're going to be having a Google slide with your name attached to the title. The first slide is just this one, the title page. The second slide is the instructions. So your job is to display what life was like for an immigrant group in the early 1900s. Your first step is to choose the immigrant group you would like to study. Second, you're going to read the section based on the immigrant group you chose. That is going to be your research. Third step is complete each following slide according to the instructions, and then include images as stated. So we move on to the next slide. You're going to choose which of these immigrant groups you would like to study. Whichever one you choose, you click on the group to do the research. So you can click on the first one if you'd like, whichever one, and this will be your research. So, look through this Google Doc. You can read it, or you can click on this link that says click for audio version of this textbook section where I'm reading this to you. So you'll read through all of this. Okay. Then you'll go back to the slideshow and go to the next slide. And on this one, you're going to be telling me where your immigrant group immigrated from. You're going to use this arrow right here, and actually just move it around, to start it in the place where the immigrant group came from. Oops. And point it to the United States. Now either goes to Ellis Island, Angel Island, or across the borders, depending on which immigrant group you chose. Okay, the next slide. You're going to change the title here to say the name of the immigrant group that you chose. You're going to need to insert an image of your immigrant group here. You're going to find that by clicking on this live binder. It's called. A live binder is a collection of websites that I've already curated for you. Okay, so when you click on this, it's going to bring up the entire live binder, and make sure that you choose the tab for the immigrant group that you studied. Chinese immigrants is the one that I just chose. Below that now are 3 websites that you can use to find more information and images on your immigrant group. Now, when you look at these websites, you need to figure out what the captions are. For instance, if I went down here and I said, oh, here's a trunk. Well, this is a Swedish immigrant's trunk, so I don't want to use that image there. I want to find images of what I'm actually studying, okay? So maybe for the Chinese passengers on deck, look at that right there. There's a possible image I could use for an image of my immigrant group, okay? If I want to use that one, I could, or I can go and grab one from someplace else. Simply copy the image, go back to here, Control V, or paste the image onto that slide. Okay, the next one is the journey to America. This is all going to be based on the reading. Make sure that you include here in text reasons that your immigrant group left their home country. Here is a description of their voyage. You're going to type that in. And here, you're going to circle the method of arrival using this circle, either crossing the border, Ellis Island, or Angel Island. Circle that. And then you're going to type in the experience entering the United States. Again, all of this is based on the reading that you did here. The next slide is an artifact. You're looking for an image of an artifact, a real item that your immigrant group chose to bring from their home country. Don't Google search this. I want you to get that from, again, a live binder from those websites. Okay? Then, you're going to look at life in the United States. This is all based on the textbook reading again. A description of the living conditions, the work that my immigrant group did, and how were they treated by people already in America. You're typing in those responses there. One more slide, you're going to do another image of an artifact, again, a real item that your immigrant group might have used on the journey. Again, go to the live binder, click on the link, look at through those websites, and find an image of a real item, not a drawing, not some clip art, and you're not going to Google images and searching there. Use the live binder that I've already curated and found the links for you, whether you chose Chinese, Italian, Jewish, or Mexican immigrants. Okay, and the last slide says thank you, created by, throw your name on there. Now, it is possible that your work will be seen by other students. It is possible, be aware of that, do your best on this, have fun, learn about an immigrant group of your choosing, maybe one that you're having some way a relationship with, or you're just curious about. Choose that immigrant group and do some research on it. Again, this is the Welcome to America project on immigration to America. What was life like for immigrants in the early 1900s?